So we're probably just over an hour into the trip. Not even sure where we're at. Somewhere down 45. Most of it's been open highways, cruising 75 miles an hour, got the cruise control on, slouched down in the seat so that I fit a little bit better. Probably gonna have my back hurting whenever I get out, but so far. What's going on, guys? This week we're driving the Fiat 124 Spider. This is the 2018 and it's the Classica trim level. Let's take a closer look. All right, so I want to take just a second to say thank you. Thank you to all the new subscribers. We just went over 1,000 subscribers, which I know isn't a lot on a lot of YouTube channels, but we're really appreciative of all the subscribers that we've gained. So if you're a subscriber and you've been watching our videos, thank you. If you're new and just started watching our videos, please subscribe. We're doing a lot of cool content here. I'm Adam. I've been a lifelong car enthusiast, and I've been running Texas Garage reviewing cars for 10 years now. So we're having a lot of fun. I haven't had as much fun as I've had in the past year doing car videos for YouTube. So I'm having a lot of fun doing this. And again, please subscribe, hit like on this video. All right, so enough playing with this thing. Let's get back to that review. So if you watched my video of the Mazda MX-5 that we did a few months back, I have the same basic gripes and loves about this car that I did that car. Obviously, it is built on the Mazda MX-5 platform, so that explains a lot. So to get down into it, yes, I'm too big for this car. I'm 6'1". It's a little bit too small of a vehicle for me, especially on road trips, which we did take it down to Houston and back, 500 miles in the car. That's a lot for this car for a guy my size. That being said, it is a great driving car, especially you get the top down, and if you get the manual transmission, it's a great driving car. It's a lot of fun, and I had a lot of pain in this car, but I've also had a lot of fun in this car this week. All right, so the kids are all at school, wife's off to work, and I'm getting ready for the Houston Auto Show. Got everything laid out, gonna get packed up and hit the road. All right, that and besides the GoPro that we're filming this on, that's about all the gear that we got. Obviously, the phone is a big part of the gear bag as well, but that stays in the pocket. So I'm gonna get all this stuff into the bag, then I'm gonna get packed the rest of the way, and then we're gonna make sure it all fits in the car, which it should. And that's it, ready to go. First thing you can already see, I'm not the size made for this car. And while it can be fun for the track, we're going around day to day, I'm not sure this is going to be the best choice for a road trip. We can try to have a little bit of fun though before we have to get up on the highway. hitting traffic. Construction. Yep. All right, back on the move. That wasn't bad. Just a few minutes slow down. Let's get back at it. All right, so what do I think about the Fiat 124 Spider so far? It drives really good. It drives like a Miata, not surprisingly, or an MX-5 because it's based on the same platform. The rear-wheel drive, light body, everything's superb. The looks on this car, though, is what really sets it apart. It's a fantastic looking car, and I don't think there's any denying that. Obviously, these headlights, these sculpted headlights, are really nice. I've liked them for a long time. They used to be the wallpaper on my phone. I liked them so much. I like this hood shape, lots of sculpting, lots of great shapes on this car. It's the cloth top, which is good, although I like the RF. But yeah, that's the 124 Spider on the outside. Let's get back in it and do some more driving. Just pulling over for a quick stop at Buc-ee's. Gonna eat some lunch. It's about 1:30, so we've got maybe about another hour or so left till we hit Houston. And yep. Ah, Buc-ee's, I love you. Yep, if you're traveling through Texas, you gotta stop at Buc-ee's. Woodlands right now, almost to Houston, and I'm ready to get out of this car. Guys, had a lot of fun at the Houston Auto Show. Cool cars, cool people. Love Houston, but I don't love getting in and out of the city, and that's what I'm about to do, is get out of here, get back to Dallas. So let's go jump on 45. Sure, by now my hair is really crazy and the audio on this probably isn't that great, so let's get back out of the car and see what's what. So like I said, under the hood is that 1.4 liter multi-air turbocharged engine. It pushes 160 horsepower and 184 foot-pounds of torque. It can be equipped with either a manual or automatic transmission. The Abarth has the same exact setup, but you get 4 more horsepower from the engine. So to contrast that with the MX-5, under the hood of that car is the 2 liter 4-cylinder engine, naturally aspirated, pushing 155 horsepower and 148 foot-pounds of torque. But this car is about 100 pounds heavier than that naturally aspirated MX-5. So what does that mean for driving dynamics between the two cars? Not really a lot. This one with the turbocharger has a little bit of turbo lag. It's a little bit heavier of a car. It's made more for the touring, for the driving on road. The MX-5 is a little bit more of a tougher suspension and more of a track focused car. If you're going to take it to the track, I would get the MX-5. But this one, especially in the Abarth trim, is not a slouch at the track either. So they're both really great cars. It really comes down to styling, and I think that this one is styled a lot nicer. I love the way that this thing looks. Only thing that it shares with an MX-5 is this window surround. Every other body panel on this car is unique to this car. So this is the Classica trim level, which is the base trim level, so you get in the cloth seats in here. If you step up a notch, you can get the Lusso trim level, which has the leather seats and a little bit better interior trim pieces. And then you can get the Abarth trim level, which is the hardcore, more track, more performance-oriented trim level. You also can get leather seats and nice trim, but you get a whopping 4 more horsepower out of the same exact engine. And you get some cool stuff like exhaust note, a better exhaust note and things like that. The Abarth is really a great looking and great vehicle, great sounding vehicle, but if it was me buying one, I would stick with this Classica trim. I would get the cloth seats, I would get the manual transmission, and I would do some aftermarket things on top of that to make it sound and sound as much like the Abarth and make it go quicker. And that's it as far as trim levels go. There is no hardtop version of this like the MX-5 RF. This only has the cloth top, at least for now. So the base trim of this car is just under $25,000. It's $24,995. This one, the way it's spec'd out, is just over $28,000, which I think is a really good deal for this car. Of course, if you're looking for the Abarth edition, it starts at over $28,000 and can go up into almost 40 grand speccing it out. The MX-5, on the other hand, starts at a lower base price, but once you get into the upper trims, you actually get more expensive than buying this one at the upper trims. So this actually could be the deal between the two. All right, so inside this car, a lot is the same. Basically everything's the same as it is with the MX-5. You get the same knobs, you get the same infotainment screen, you get the same steering wheel, except for you get a Fiat badge on it instead of the Mazda badge. So this definitely is where it shows that this is a MX-5 with some Fiat body paneling and a Fiat engine. That being said, I think they did a great job with the collaboration. I really like the design. I like that you do get a different engine, so there is some differences with this car. But interior-wise, you're getting basically an MX-5, which is good because the MX-5 has been a good car for a long time. So in this car, it's pretty cramped. There's not a lot of room. Obviously, it's a small sports car. I do fit, but not very well. I definitely wasn't happy being in here for an extended period of time. Driving down to Houston and back, it was a toll on the body. But if you're taking this out to carve some back roads, just taking it out every once in a while, keeping the drive short, this is a really great car to drive. And I can be comfortable in here, just not for a long time. But another cool thing is, with being taller, this quick release on the roof, you can actually release it, put it down a little bit, enough for you to get your head in here, and then put it back up. And it's a much easier way for taller people to get in and out of this car. It might look a little bit weird. It takes a little bit more time, but you're not banging your head on the side of this. So that's cool. just look at what this says. You hit the navigation button. Mind you, I took this on a road trip to Houston. Obviously, Houston's a pretty straight shot, but getting to the hotel, I had to have the GPS on my phone. But I hit the navigation system, and it says your 124 Spider is not equipped with navigation. However, an integrated navigation system is available through our local studio as an accessory. I would be pissed off if I bought this car and it was telling me that. And look what you get. You get latitude, longitude, and north, south, east, and west. Okay. The only real storage cubby too, you don't get anything in the side of the door. You don't get any glove box at all. This little thing is enough room to store maybe a pen, but you do get this little locking thing right here, which is pretty deep. But you can see it's a little bit difficult to get to. Same with the drinks. If you got the cup holders here, if you got drinks, they're pretty hard to get to. But look at how easy it is to take this thing up. Pop that thing, windows come down a little bit, and latch it. Simple. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. We had a lot of fun making it. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the 124 Spider or the MX-5. And thanks for watching.